How's up, y'all? It's popping this D about to react to this video by impressive. This is Adrienne Bailon addresses being jealous of Jeannie's pregnancy. Girl, wow. And then Halle, Bailey, and Fizz and Omarion. I look so busted right now. I don't even feel comfortable just, being exposed like this. I mean, I'm usually looking crazy, but this is like a new level, I need to do my hair, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're gonna do after this video. But these edges is not giving. I work out every single day, so keeping laid edges is just it's a task. Okay, it's not easy. I don't know how people keep straight hair and work out on a regular basis. I don't think people do, actually. Well, black women. Anyway, let's just hop into the video. I'm keeping this hoodie on. I could get a headband, but I don't feel like doing that. Let's just watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive Channel. There are a few things I want to talk about in this video. First, starting with The Real. Now, in one of the recent episodes of The Real, the topic of Adrienne Bailon Holton's fertility journey came up. Now, Adrienne, for those who don't know, is one of the co-hosts on The Real, and for years she's been talking about trying to start her own family with her husband, Israel Holton. She also opened up on how difficult it has been for her to get pregnant.
Sorry, no, I'm not laughing at that. Terrible laughing timing. But I'm just laughing because of my thoughts as I'm listening to this. I really just can't understand this strong desire to have kids. It's so interesting because it's such a normal thing and people do it every single day. And so many people want kids, but I just don't understand it. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, why do you want that? I don't get it. You feel me? But of course, it's normal, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just laughing at my own ridiculous thoughts, not at her struggle at all.
And get pregnant right away. And I think for myself, I thought it would happen so easily for me, and it just hasn't happened that way. And I have had to come to peace with that it'll happen when it's God's timing, and I believe in that, and I have faith in all of that.
You could have
done,
girl.
It can be really discouraging, and it can be really frustrating.
But I'm sure that's frustrating.
The number one thing I know they tell you is to remain calm. It'll happen when it happens. I know that all of that is so annoying to hear. Right. At the same time, it's so annoying to hear because you're like, I get that, but then you watch this is so annoying, but then you watch teenagers that get pregnant, and you're like, I'm ready, and I'm willing, and I'm fair, and why isn't, they're going to be frustrated.
So that was just a clip of Adrienne talking about how difficult her pregnancy journey has been. And I know it's very difficult for her because she really does want children, and she has expressed several times that she wants multiple children. But unfortunately, it is taking her a little longer to build her family. Now, I do believe that Adrienne will eventually have children. I kind of feel like she might have twin girls. I don't know why I think that, but I kind of feel like she might have twins. But right now, Adrienne and her husband Israel are still trying to build their family. And I find it to be very interesting that her co-host Jeannie, who has expressed multiple times in the past that she did not want to have children, is now pregnant. She's pregnant in her 40s.
That might be me, y'all.
And I did kind of wonder how Adrienne would feel about it, considering that she has been wanting children and has been trying for the last 5 years, but Jeannie was able to get pregnant before her. I kind of wondered how Adrienne would react to it, but Adrienne has been very supportive, and she opened up about how she truly felt about Jeannie getting pregnant before her.
And when I found out Jeannie was pregnant, I immediately thought, oh my God, how's Adrienne going to be? But you have been celebrating her.
Can we talk about that? I feel such happiness. I can't even know.
You've been going through it for a long time, and I'm sitting here for how many years saying I didn't want to have a child. So when this happened, I thought about you, and obviously we have to have a discussion. It's so bizarre because I feel like even in the comments, people were like, dang, I feel sorry for it. I wanted to write, please don't feel genuinely Bible, don't feel sorry for me. I believe with my whole heart that God has gifted you with something special, and it's in His timing, and this is your time. I believe mine will come, and even if it doesn't come, God's been so good to me on so many other levels that I'm so grateful that I'm so grateful that I get to be a part of your experience. And I'm grateful to see that and learn from you because you are so incredibly inspirational to me.
So that's what Adrienne said, and I honestly have to give kudos to Adrienne for being so supportive and putting her own feelings aside to celebrate her co-host. And I know it's not easy for her, even though Adrienne is smiling and being happy. I know that she feels a twinge of frustration to see somebody who has never wanted children to get it so easily, whereas she has had to work harder for it. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if she has those moments where she is frustrated, but she's not allowing her personal feelings to overshadow Jeannie's moment. Adrienne is not a bitter person, and she doesn't strike me as a bitter person either. She strikes me as somebody who's very loving.
This remember that one episode on Girlfriends when Joan was jealous of Tony when she was getting married, and she was like trying to, push it all to the side and be all supportive and be there for her, but she was really jealous. But then she broke down one day and she was like, I am happy for my friend, I'm happy for my friend, and she started crying. If you watch Girlfriends, you know what episode I'm talking about.
And because she has such a good attitude about it, I know for a fact that she will be blessed.
You're going to get your little baby kid, girl. Just be patient.
Now, on to the next topic. I want to talk about the
Fuck it up, Halle.
actress Halle Bailey from the group Chloe and Halle. Over the weekend, Halle Bailey performed at Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, which was a special aired on ABC. And she performed one of the songs on the Lion King soundtrack called Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And I thought she did an amazing job. I think Halle.
She performed that. I need to watch it.
I love her tone and I love her control. I really believe that's one of Halle's strong points as a vocalist. Her strong point is her control. And that's a very important attribute to have as a singer. A singer can hit all the high notes and have the pretty tone, but if they don't have control over their voice, their vocals can come off a little messy. But Halle has amazing control, and she sounds flawless every single time.
She's such a classic beauty.
She just has this ethereal, sweet, enchanting voice that kind of grabs you, and it's the perfect voice for a Disney princess. I could totally see why she was chosen to play Ariel in the live-action version of The Little Mermaid. I think she's going to do an amazing job, and I can't wait to hear that soundtrack. Oh my gosh. That soundtrack is going to be amazing.
And see her sing.
Halle did her own original music for the soundtrack as well. I think that would be great too. But Halle is a star. She's a bona fide star. Her sister Chloe is a star. Both of the Bailey sisters are amazing, and they will be a household name in the entertainment industry. You mark my words. Now on to the last topic. Let's talk about this mess. Over the weekend, Omarion reunited with his group members from B2K on his Millennium Tour. And his former bandmate Fizz publicly apologized to him for disrespecting him and dating his baby mama April behind his back. Now, if you remember, about a couple of years ago, there was a lot of drama surrounding this whole situation with Fizz and April. The public was not here for their relationship at all, and it really made them both look bad, especially Fizz, because Fizz had the opportunity to make money on tour with Omarion. Omarion actually agreed to do a B2K reunion tour with all of his group members, and all of them were making money together. And instead of Fizz focusing on making money with his bandmates, he decided to fumble the bag and betray Omarion and date his baby mama behind his back. And the thing is, Fizz went about it in a very careless and disrespectful way. He tried to justify his relationship with April by downplaying his friendship with Omarion. So with his reasoning, he didn't feel like he owed Omarion any loyalty or respect because he just considered him to be a co-worker.
Well, Fizz said that the two of you just have a working relationship.
How is your relationship with Omarion?
There's no relationship. It's just a working relationship.
It's called life. And if they're not friends, they not friends. And if one man's trash is another man's treasure, then so be it. If you didn't care about leaving your family and y'all not friends, why do we have to sit here and be like, okay, let's consider your feelings? We don't have to because they aren't friends.
Yeah, it seems like you and Omarion are close.
Yeah, that's my boy.
And what about the
yeah, man, we're real close too.
Well, Fizz said that the two of you just have a working relationship. Is that a fair assessment?
I guess so. Yes. Yes, we do.
Now, in this interview that Omarion did with Vlad TV, he said a lot without saying too much. He actually had to think about the question when he was asked whether or not he and Fizz just had a working relationship, and he decided, yeah, we do now. After that, Omarion stopped treating him like a brother and started treating him like a co-worker. One thing about co-workers is they don't have to work together. So Omarion decided that he didn't want to work with Fizz anymore. In fact, he announced that he was doing another Millennium Tour without B2K, and he made this announcement on Fizz's birthday. So yes, Fizz found out he got fired on his birthday. So Fizz not only messed up his bag, but he messed up the other group members' bag as well. And he tried to parade his relationship around with April for a storyline on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, but that ended up backfiring because he and April broke up. And after they broke up, guess what happened? Fizz had to humble himself and crawl back to Omarion and apologize.
I think it wouldn't be right if I didn't take this moment, bro, to publicly apologize to you, man.
Come on. Oh, now it's your brother. I'm confused.
I'm not proud of it, man. So I'm going to sit here humbly.
After y'all birthday?
Sincerely apologize to you.
Years later?
For any turmoil or dysfunction I caused between you and your family, bro.
Now, Fizz apologized to Omarion publicly for two reasons. He apologized because he knows that he was wrong and he was very disrespectful. So yeah, he had to apologize. And also, he knows that he now has to humble himself if he wants to start making money again. He knows that his bread and butter comes from being with his group, B2K. Without Omarion, there is no B2K. So Fizz knew that he had to make things right with Omarion if he wanted to make things right with
Raspy there?
Anyway, tell what y'all think about this video now.
Because that also makes me think about, by y'all apologizing, is anybody going to talk about Raspy little situation? I don't know.
But yeah, this whole situation is a mess. Like, he clearly was lying left and right. First, one clip, he talking about, oh, we just have a work relationship. He a coworker. The next one, oh yeah, we real close. Me, him, Bud, we close as fuck. And then in this apology, like, oh yeah, I did my brother wrong. Now he your brother, like, get your life straight. But yeah, I think that was real trifling for him and April to engage in a relationship behind Omarion's back. But they're saying behind his back, but that nigga knew. But it just still was trifling. Like, with all the women out here and all the niggas out here, y'all chose to fuck on each other. Like, out of all people, it just seems very messy and unnecessary. And Adrienne, I hope she gets the little baby that she desires. I understand how frustrating that could be, seeing your close friend and coworker get pregnant and they didn't want kids all these goddamn years. And that could very easily be me. You feel me? I know I say all the time, I don't like kids, I don't want them because I don't. But, you know, shit changes. Circumstances change. Minds change. You know, maybe I will get to a point where I feel like, all right, I'll have a child. You know, if I have a husband, I feel like he's worthy enough to get a child out of me, then maybe, you feel me, I could easily be pregnant. I'd rather not, though. I hope it doesn't happen, but it could. You know, shit changes. Shit changes. I used to be so against abortion. I feel like up until I was like maybe 22, 23, and that's when I was just like, actually, abortions are very necessary, but I was like dead set against them, and I was like judging people in my head when I heard they got abortions. I'm just like, that's so horrible. Like, you change, but I don't think people understand that. It's such a weird thing to not understand, but when you seem to be hypocritical or go against things that you previously said or did in the past, people are so quick to be like, what? Oh my God, but you said, but this nigga, shit changes. Weird ass nigga. You gonna change your mind so many times throughout your life. You're going to change how you view things. Your morals can change. Like, shit changes. That is the only thing that's constant in this life is change, okay? That's how that shit work. So if I come on here pregnant, I don't want to hear y'all mouth, all right? that's basically the point that I'm making. Anyway, this is a cool video overall. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.